With the death of Paul O'Grady, I think it's worth asking, what is camp? And it could be boldness, something that wouldn't go unnoticed. It could be ostentatious. I remember Kenneth Williams was asked on a television program what is camp. He was, I must have been outside a theatre or something, scarfed up. And he said, camp, it's in the addenda of the OED. He said that he had to repeat that. He said that it was fundamentally frivolous. And I suppose, he said, this is the nearest you're going to get to an academic definition of it. But the general interpretation of it is that it's verging on the effeminate. I think that is actually the interpretation. He says, which is ludicrous when you consider me, because I personify what might be considered the butch element in light entertainment. And his expression is quite remarkable. I'm sure you can find that somewhere on YouTube, and it's classic Kenneth Williams, evasive and arch and slightly condescending, which also, I suppose, is an aspect of the camp as well. I think also something about the camp, which I think is important, is it's a celebration of the ephemeral. It's a celebration of the unimportant, which, of course, is given the dignity of importance in people like Larry Grayson, Kenneth Williams, of course, who can turn an unimportant phrase into something that seems naughty, that is given significance. It is giving significance to something which I think would otherwise not be noticed. It's drawing attention to the inane and it's dignifying what is often cast aside. And it's about the dignity of the people who are not noticed. And I think it has a very big role to play, not only in theatre, but also in the development of comedy, particularly British comedy. I think it's a main feature of British comedy, and I think it goes all the way back to Shakespeare. I think we can find a lot of examples in Shakespeare of camp comedy. And some of that is difficult to understand, but I think it's when you play some of Shakespeare's comic lines with a camp knowingness, suddenly they come to life. Suddenly they are funny. I think that says it all.